That's sweet. I like it. I like everything today. Wow, this is good. Let me open this up for you so you could see the inside. 맛있네요. 별로 안 달아요. 속에 거 보여드릴게요. 예쁘게 예쁘게. 전 여자답지가 못해서 별명이 덜렁새인데 엄청 애쓰는 거예요. 지금 얌전하게 하려고. I'm trying my best to be ladylike because this granny was a tomboy, okay? I didn't wear dresses, like regularly until I was 17 years old. Just jeans and shirt and tennis shoes. And I used to have Converse back in the day, they weren't that expensive then. Okay? 이쁘죠? 전 남자처럼 자랐어요. 덜렁새예요, 그래서 이거 예쁘게 하려고 지금 조심조심 하는 거예요. 어떤 거 먹을까? 다 맛있어. Everything's good. This one's good. Everything is good. Blueberry. Oh. I think my least favorite is this. This was so pretty, so I got it, but it looks prettier than it tastes. The other stuff, because this is too sweet. This is whipped cream. I like things like this. This is way too sweet. This is pretty good too. Let me show you the full set. Isn't that pretty? I brought it because it matches the big rose right here. If you can, bring your mom some flowers, okay? 어머니 날인데 어머니한테 꽃 한 다발 갖다 드리든지 장미꽃 하나로도 괜찮아요. 형편대로. 마음의 문제니까. It's from the heart. It's what comes from your heart, not expensive things that you buy your mom. Just a note or a card, whatever you could afford. Go pick a flower. Pick your flower. Do not pick your neighbor's flower, okay? 자, 그러면은 let's get down to business. You know what's coming on Sundays? You guys, other days I tell you, I just bring my food and I just let my mouth run. But Sundays I really prepare, so please stay till the end, okay? Sundays I get the most stress and I get nervous for some reason Sundays because I'm trying to share, my heart and my mind with you. And so Sundays are that's where my heart really pours in. And I spend, to me, a lot of time, and throughout the week I, think and I pray, God, what should I say this Sunday? So Sundays are really special, you guys. Stick around, okay? All right. The routine. My eyes to your eyes. My heart, my soul to your soul. Okay? 안녕하세요. 주일날은 이렇게 다 드러내고 목소리도 원래 목소리로 얘기할게요. 어떤 분이 그래요. 목소리가 너무 굵대. 맞아. 그래서 속삭이는 게 더 나은 거예요. You know how someone said, and you know who you are. You said, your voice is deep. Granny was from the hood. Okay? And she was a tomboy. What do you expect? So, 주일날은 제가 share 하는데 I want to speak in both languages because a lot of the Korean viewers, they're missing out on Sundays. So I'm gonna do a little bit of Korean, so bear with me, you guys, okay? I know it gets kind of choppy when I speak in two different languages, but I want the other Korean viewers, you know, they're from Korea and they're not that, you know, they're not fluent in English, so I want them to at least get a little bit of something. So I'm gonna try to do both languages. Let me put all this aside. And I want to show you, I want to leave the rows so that you guys could see. Okay. You women, 어머니들, you guys are like roses. You guys are like beautiful flowers. And today's a special day for moms. And I want you all, this day is for you. Celebrate you. Is this too big to put up here? 너무 큰가요? 여기다 놓으면? 너무 예뻐서. 어머니들 위한 날이에요, 오늘. 이 꽃들을 어머니들에게 바치겠습니다. 어떻게 되는 거야? Okay. Is that good enough? Let me take this guy out. Okay. Okay, 오늘은 좀 길 거예요. 자리 잡으세요. Go bring your food, okay? It's gonna be a long day. And if you have to go, just... 이건 너무 크다. It's getting in my way. 노트가 안 보여. I cannot see my notes with this big thing. I'll just scoot this all over like this. Is that good? Okay. So, today is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. All you mothers out there, young, old, happy Mother's Day. We celebrate you, okay? You, those sleepless nights, you know, when the baby was sick, you stayed up all night. Some breastfeeding, you know, diaper changes, just multiple diaper changes. 어머니들 너무 수고하셨어요. 너무 힘들게 밤잠도 못 주무시고 애기들 키우느라고 너무 수고하시고요. 지금 하는 분들도 있지만, you know, 너무 감사드려요. So happy Mother's Day, everybody, okay? Okay. So I want to share a few things about what Mother's Day is and why we should appreciate moms. What is a mother? 어머니가 어머니라는 뜻이 뭐죠? What is a mother? You know, 우리 모두 다 어머니 있어요. Do you realize that? Every one of us, we have a mother. We do. We were not born into this world, you know, with a what is the bird? What is the bird that brings the babies? Well, we tell the little kids, storks, they bring babies. No, everyone has a mother. You know, God made it so that women could bear children, and so we all have a mother. And I looked up the word mother. I mean, I know what a mother is, but I looked it up. 사전에 찾아봤어요. 어머니라는 뜻이 무엇인가? 그런데 it's a woman who gives birth. You know, so whether you're young, old, it doesn't matter. If you gave birth, you're a mother. And what does a mother do? She nurtures, she raises the baby, you know, tries to keep the baby healthy, feeds the baby, clothes the baby, wash, clean, do all that for the baby so that the baby could grow to be, you know, an adult, a decent, nice adult, you know, kind adult. So my daughter, she's a new mom. My granddaughter is now 18 months old. And that's where I got the, you know, granny. If she was not born, I would not be mystery granny. I would not even be here. But thanks to her, you know, God has mysterious ways of bringing things, you know, making things happen in life. And so my daughter, now that she's a mom herself, she understands me more. And I see her doing a lot of the same things that I did, you know, when she was younger, when my kids were younger. So, you know, a mom is someone that loves the baby, just cares for the baby. And, you know, just life, it just surrounds the whole baby, just the baby. I noticed that my daughter's living room, their whole house is just all baby oriented. Their living room is not our typical living room. It's full of our toys. It's everything about the baby. That's how moms feel. They want to devote their whole everything to that little baby. 제 손녀딸이 있어요. 18개월짜리 손녀딸. 그런데 우리 딸이 이제 엄마가 되고 보니까 이제 엄마를 더 이해를 한다는 거예요. 그리고 보면은 제가 했던 우리 애들이 어렸을 때 했던 것들을 많이 따라 하더라고요. 그러면서 이제 애들 생활할 때 우리 딸이 이제 키우면서 비디오 매일 보내요. 문자로 보면은 온 집이 애기 위주로 장난감 막 리빙룸에 장난감 여러 가지 그냥 애기가 그 주인공이에요. 그 집에. 그만큼 엄마들은 쏟아붓는 거예요. 아이를 위해서. She gives everything, pours out everything to the daughter. And that's how it is with, the other moms that I see, And so a mother, the word mother is so special. And that's why people, kids especially, when you're fighting with somebody and, hey, it's okay. But when they talk about your mom, this comes out, right, you guys? I know how that is. Yeah, you can talk bad about me, but you better not talk about my mom. So that's how special moms are in our hearts. And there are qualities of a good mother. You may agree with me, you may not, but, take only the points that you agree with me, on. And, just go with that. So the qualities of a good mother is a good mom is a loving mom. Now, what mom is a hating mom? There is no such thing. If she gave birth to a child, she's going to love that child until she takes her last breath. And some teenagers, maybe you might think, no, my mom hates me because she won't let me do this. She won't let me. No. She loves you. That's why she's trying to, look out for you, for your, best interest. 이제 좋은 어머니가 되기 위해서는 몇 가지가 있는데, 첫째로는 사랑하는 어머니예요. 자식을 그냥 무조건 조건 없는 사랑. 그냥 내리사랑이라고 그러죠. 더 사랑하는 거예요. 그 아이가 무슨 일을 해도 다 사랑하는 거예요. Number two, a good quality of a good mom is that she is patient. Moms can, I struggle in that area, but, I'm trying because we learn until we die, So moms, the good quality of a mom is a patient mom. Someone who just waits until the child gets it and repeats, sometimes nag, but repeats. Come on, you can do it, do it. Yes, you can do it. And she's always there, patiently waiting until the child gets it and does the right thing. Number three, 좋은 엄마는 인내심이 많아요. 그래서 아이가 잘못을 또 하고 해도 참고 이렇게 하는 거야. 바른 길을 가르치는 거죠. 인내심으로. 아이들이 얼마나 말을 안 들을 때가 있어요. Number three, forgiving. 용서하는 어머니. And your mom forgave you for many things, you guys. Think about all the hard times you gave her, and yet she still forgave you. 용서하는 어머니. 아이들이 무슨 일을 해도 용서하잖아요. 어머니는. 진정한 어머니는 용서하는 어머니예요. 그리고 네 번째, number four, boundary setting. No, what? Boundary? Yes, because she loves a good mom, because she loves the child, she will set boundaries. boundary가 뭐죠? 왜 이렇게 그냥 무조건 아이가 원하는 대로 다 해주는 게 아니라 딱딱 규칙? 그 boundary. I'm sorry. Anyway, 이거 하면 안 돼. 여기까지야. 경계? 그거 있죠. 여기까지는 되지만 여기까지는 안 돼. 그러니까 엄마의 법이 있는 거예요. 자식을 사랑한다고 해서 뭐든지 오냐 하면은 그 아이는 나중에 사람으로서 사회에 나가서도 인정도 잘 못 받아요. You have to teach kids right and wrong, and moms, it's actually both parents, mom and dad, but today is Mother's Day, so I'm just going to focus on mothers. So she sets boundaries. Like, if you do this, you could do that. Yeah, that's fine. But don't cross the line. Don't do this because you will be punished. And I met this when I was younger, when my kids were very little. I met this couple. They had a little toddler. And we got to talking because, moms like to talk with other moms and compare notes. And we were talking, and she says, well, my husband and I, we don't say the word no to our child. If you think about it, it could be good. But I don't agree with that. Because you may say, if that child is into something dangerous, you don't go, child, get over. You're going to say, no. You're going to yell it out because you want to save that child's life, right? And if that child does something bad, you want to let that child know, no, that's not, no, you don't do that. I'm in control. Get over here now. Because later on in life, when this child grows up in a home where no is not allowed, and parents are, you're fine, you're a winner. Support is good, but don't deceive the child. And this child may grow up, go to school, go live in society, and the world is cruel. The world is gonna let him have it. And how is that child going to survive that? 어떤 분들은 자기 자식한테, 옛날에 어떤 젊은 부부를 만났는데 조그만 아이가 있는데 자기 아이한테 no라는 단어를 쓰지 않는데요. 그럼 그냥 오냐오냐 하는 거예요. 그럼 이 아이가 이 다음에 커서 사회에 나가서 생활을 어떻게 하겠어요? 이 세상은 무서운 세상이잖아요. 그런 걸 다 어떻게 감당을 하냐는 거죠. 그러니까 집 안에서 제 생각은 no 할 건 자를 건 자르고 세워줄 건 세우고. I believe in, support them, praise them when they do good. But when they don't, set the boundaries. And if they deserve punishment, do that. Because you don't want them to turn into this big-headed, the world's about me kind of, person. So, I want to share a personal story. You guys, Granny was not perfect, okay? She still isn't, but just learn from Granny's mistakes. It doesn't mean you guys, then I should. No. You kids especially, if there are any kids out there. Learn from other people's mistakes is what I used to tell my kids all the time. You don't need to experience, trouble to grow from that. You could learn from other people's experience. I would rather, their bad experience. I would rather do that to grow and mature than to, experience it myself. So I don't want to say with who, but myself. And it happened in 3rd grade. A lot of things happened in 3rd grade, okay? I talk about, when I talk about myself, it's always 3rd grade, but that was when a lot of things happened. Well, myself and somebody, we were going to church, and we used to walk, it was pretty far, and we wanted to witness to our friends because, we grew up in the believer's home. My mom was just gung-ho about church and all that. So we invited our 2 friends, let's go to church. We convinced them. And in Sunday school, if we bring a friend, we get to pick from this toy box. Those of you who have gone to Sunday school, if you bring a friend, you get a prize or a candy or something. So we convinced these 2 friends, let's go. We were going. And then they said, you want some gum candy? Oh, sure. So we stopped by the grocery store. And then they tell us, my other person and myself, to wait out here. Okay. So we waited. They come out. They bring gum, candy, and they're sharing. Oh, thank you. We're chewing, eating. And then we go to church. And we get pretty popular because, we're handing gum out to the kids, right? And that was fun. I wanted to give. So the next Sunday, you want to go to church again? Okay. You want to get some candy, gum? Okay. But this time, the 2 friends invited myself and this other person. Okay, so we go in the store. What do you want? Do you want this? Yeah. Get it. What? They were stealing all this time. And me, knowing that stealing is bad, I wanted to take a lot of candy and gum, go to church, and be popular and hand it out to the kids in Sunday school. So knowing in my mind that was a bad thing to do, my heart was set on, I want to give this to the kids, So guess what Granny did? So she took it, came out, didn't get caught, went to church, handed out the gum, candy, and you know, kids want attention. I think that's where all the junk loving thing started for me, maybe. And I'm still handing out junk, but I didn't steal it, okay? All right, you guys. So it happened. 제가 어렸을 때요, 창피한 얘기지만 어린애들은 여기 알면서도 마음으로 알면서도 행동을 하는 거예요. 죄를 져요. 이렇게 3학년 때 이제 저랑 이제 친한 우리 같이 이제 애들을 전도했어요. 애들을 전도해가지고 교회에 데려가는 거예요. 주일날 데려갔는데 어느 날은 얘네들이 껌 먹을래? 사탕 먹을래? 그래서 그러니까 가다가 말티에 들리자고 하더라고요. 들리더니 뭐를 가져와서 우리 나눠줘요. 그래서 맛있게 먹고 또 주일학교 가가지고 애들도 나눠주고 그 다음에 또 갈래? 근데 이번에는 기다리라고 하지 않고 우리도 같이 들어가줘요. 들어갔는데 훔친 거예요. 캔디, 껌 이런 거를. 그런데 우리 보러 하라는 거예요. 괜찮다고, 안 걸린다고. 머리로는 그게 죄인 거 알았지만 애들 나눠주고 인기 얻으려고 그 생각에 훔쳤어요. 가가지고 주일학교 가서 애들을 또 사탕을 나눠주고. So it repeated several times. And then I got tougher now. You know, I got braver. So it wasn't on a Sunday, but on another day, I took a cousin, okay? Cousin, if you're watching, remember? And it was in the winter time, and I had this big jacket, and my jacket the pockets had holes in them. And so the holes went through the jacket. So basically the whole jacket was a big pocket. And in my little mind, I'm thinking, okay, hey cousin, what do you want? And this cousin didn't know what I was doing. That, you want this? I was on the candy shelves. I was just, I just stuffed it in my pocket. And my back was getting bigger and fatter, you know? And in my little mind, I didn't realize that the manager of the store was watching. And so I was stuffing it in. I was done. Are you done? Okay. And then this other friend of ours, we walked out. And then just like a kid, kids do dumb things and they don't realize. We stepped outside the door, right in front of the store. We started eating the candy. While we were eating, all of a sudden, I felt this big grip on the back of me. And I was just dragged. This other person, this friend of mine, and we were dragged. The manager just dragged us. And we went to the back office. They called the police. The police came, wrote my name down. And at that moment, I thought my name was going to be in it forever and I'm going to be a big criminal. And I was so scared. But I was even more scared of the fact that my mom was going to find out. They called my mom from work. She came and got me. That night, boy, you talk about a whooping. I got it. She gave it to me. And it wasn't because my mom hated me. She wanted to beat the evil stuff I was doing. She wanted me to stop that. And to this day, since that day, I haven't stolen anything. A few hearts, maybe. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. So I've never stolen again. 그래서 이제 친구들하고 매번 가면서 재미가 붙은 거예요. 그래서 조금 훔치다가 나중에는 큰 코트를 입었는데 주머니에 빵꾸가 났어요, 양쪽에. 그래서 그 안에다 뭐 넣으면은 온 뒤에 사탕이 다 들어가 있는 거예요. 큰 주머니가 된 거죠, 그 재킷이. 그래서 사촌 동생 같이 어느 날 가가지고 너 이거 먹을래? 다 집어넣은 거예요. 다 집어넣고 밖에 나와서 문 앞에서 그걸 막 먹은 거예요. 그러니까 그 매니저리 갑자기 막 먹고 있는데 어디 뒤에서 확 잡더라고요. 끌고 들어가는 거예요. 저 뒤쪽, 그 가게 뒤쪽에 데리고 들어가서 경찰을 불러요. 경찰이 와서 이름 다 쓰고 이제 내 생각에는 어린 마음에 이제 난 평생 이제 망했다. 내 이름이 기록에 이제 다 들어가니 범죄자. 그날 엄마한테 되게 맞았어요. 그런데 엄마가 사랑해서 그런 거지 고치기 위해서 그냥 놔두면 어떻게 될 것 같아요. 그 뒤로는 절대 남의 물건에 손 안 댔어요. 그만큼 엄마가 사랑으로 채찍질한 거예요. And even in the Bible it says, don't spare the rod. If you want to save your child from going the wrong direction, you need to. I believe in spanking. We're taking it so far that if you even do that, oh, I'm gonna call the police. Yeah, I spanked my kids, and I gave them the phone. I said, here, call the police, and they'll take you. So, don't abuse them, don't hurt them, like hurting them, but they need to know the difference between right and wrong. And so parents, moms need to set boundaries. And 그날부터 절대 훔치지 않았어요. And had my mom been one of those moms, oh, I never say no to my kids, oh, they can do whatever, you know what? I could have become a bigger criminal. I could be the one that took your car, or I could be the one that would break in your home, or I could rob you, You never know. Because where I grew up, that just happened constantly. And in that surrounding, I could have joined the gang, a gang, and I could have grown into that because I was surrounded by that. But by the grace of God and by my mom's strict, parenting, she put a stop to my behavior. And so a good parent is someone who knows how to set boundaries and let the child know, hey, you make a bad choice, you're going to end up with consequences. And I'm sharing you my personal story because, I don't want to look like I'm perfect. I'm being real here. Sundays, I am real. Weekdays, I goof off. I just mess around and I want to get a laugh. But Sundays, my heart, my soul is speaking to your heart and your soul. So new parents out there, if you're wondering, should I raise my child without any strong discipline? You have to discipline your children, in a loving way, but let them know the consequences of bad behavior. Okay? So that was number 4. Number five, a good mother is a good role model. My mom, I shared about my mom last week, but my mom, she was an excellent role model. She lived out what she was preaching. What she was telling us to do, she was doing herself. She lived out her faith, and she always did the right thing. To me, after God, growing up, it was God first, and then it was my mom. I thought my mom was perfect because, her actions followed her words. And so whatever my mom said, okay, I never said no to her. And she served God in her struggles financially. Financial struggles was the biggest thing for my mom. And as most single moms, I'm sure there are many of you out there struggling, but she pressed forward and she lived that good, example life for us to follow. She loved God and served God, and she served other people. She would always try to help other people, and she would always serve. She had that serving attitude. She didn't complain that she didn't have enough. What little she did have, she would help others with. 좋은 어머니가 되려면은 좋은 롤 모델이 돼야 돼요. 우리 어머니는 지난주에도 이제 잠깐 말씀드렸는데 영어로만 참 신앙이 아주 신앙생활을 열심히 하셨고 하나님을 사랑하고 섬기고 또 사람도 섬기는 하나님의 사랑으로 사람을 섬기는 그런 모범적인 생활을 보여주셨어요, 저희들한테. 그래서 참 너무 감사하고요. Number 6, 마지막으로 좋은 어머니는 희생적인 정신을 가진 분들이에요. So number 6, I think this is the most important and the hardest thing to do, is a good mother is a mother who sacrifices for her child or children. I shared with you last week that my mom, she became a widow at 30, at the age of 30, with 4 kids. And in Korea, back in those days, 40, 50 years ago, it's better now, but Korea didn't accept, mixed families. So if people were divorcing, or if one of the spouse died, then they would ship the kids off to the grandparents if that person wanted to remarry, because the new husband or wife would not be accepting of that. And it's really unfortunate. So a lot of the kids would grow up under grandmother, grandfather, either that, or if they didn't have that, a couple, both mom and dad, they're splitting up and they don't know what to do with the child. So a lot of the people, they would send the kids to an orphanage. Now that really breaks my heart. But my mom, she didn't do that. She didn't want to throw her kids away. She says, if we starve, we're going to be together. I'm going to be with you no matter what. She later told us this was her attitude. I asked, Mom, why didn't you just remarry? Coming to America, it's more accepting of a second marriage or families meshing together. And I asked, why didn't you remarry? She said she didn't want to take the chance of a stepdad mistreating her kids. So it was just God, herself, and her 4 kids. 마지막으로 희생적인 어머니, 좋은 어머니는 희생적인 어머니예요. 지난주에 제가 지난주 비디오에 쉐어했는데, 저희 어머니가 나이 30에 저희 아버지가 돌아가셔서 30에 혼자 되셨어요. 그리고 재혼 안 하시고 30에 아이 4 데리고 혼자 여태까지 이제 하나님 위해서 사시는데, 한국은 그렇잖아요. 옛날에 40-50년 전에는, 지금은 재혼하고 또 아이들 섞인 집안 이런 게 지금은 좀 더 받아들이지만 그 당시에는 안 그랬잖아요. 저 어렸을 때는. 그래서 이제 새로 시집 장가 가려면은 할머니 할아버지한테 아이들을 맡기는 경우가 많고, 또 고아원에 애들을 보내고 그런 일이 있었잖아요, 한국에. 그런데 저희 엄마는 이제 다 커서 물어봤는데, 왜 미국에 와서 시집 새로 가셔도 되는데 왜 안 오셨냐고 하니까, 혹시 새아버지가 우리를 이제 안 좋게 할까봐 이제 그런 게 이제 싫으셔서 그냥 하나님, 또 내 자식, 이렇게만 지금까지도 그렇게 사세요. And my mom today, even now, it's just God, her kids, that's and her, and our grandkids. Just that's her life. And I'm sure she was lonely at the time. I was too young to know, but come to think of it now, I recall my mom's life when she was younger. I'm sure there were times when she was lonely, with 4 little kids, but she never showed it. I never knew about it. I thought my mom was just strong. She's just a strong person, and she doesn't have any fears. Well, she didn't have fears, that's for sure, because she just totally trusted God. And so that's what she did. She sacrificed her life. She gave up on her young life. There are many people out there that's not even married at 30, and you have your whole future ahead of you. And here my mom, at 30, she has 4 kids. She just gave up her social life. No social life, no nothing. She just lived for her kids. And I want to share a story. During the war, this is a true story. During the Korean War, it was in the winter. And there was a missionary, an American. He was driving his Jeep or something. And he was passing. At that time, many people were fleeing their homes, walking. And at that time he was driving, and he heard a baby cry. So he went down under the bridge, and he saw a little baby wrapped in, many layers of clothing. And the mom, she froze to death, and she was naked. So he got the baby and raised the boy as his own, and had the mom buried. Years later, when this son, the adopted son, asked, what happened to my, because I'm sure he notices that he looks different than, the father that raised him. And then the missionary told the son, this and this had happened. So during the war, your mom had you under the bridge, and she tried to save you. She didn't want you to freeze, and so she took off her clothing and wrapped you, and she gave her life for you. So this missionary father took the son and went to the grave, to the mother's grave, and he left them there, gave him private time. And then the son, he's crying. and he takes off his clothes, one layer at a time, and puts it on her grave and says, "And now, Mom, you be warm." And I heard this first story years ago, and every year, especially Mother's Day, when I speak about it or when I hear somebody tell the story, it always just, brings me to tears. And I'm fighting hard right now not to cry, but he's saying, "Mom, now you be warm." And so he was taking off his clothes and putting it on her grave. And he realized, a mother's love, you can never outlove your mother, 옛날에 저기 한국 전쟁 때 어떤 선교사님이 이제 전쟁 때니까 다들 피난 가잖아요. 그래서 차를 타고 가는데 다리 밑에서, 아시는 분들은 아실 거예요, 다리 밑에서 애기 우는 소리가 나더래요. 그래서 내려가 보니까 어떤 애기가 옷에 막 쌓여가지고 울고 있더래요. 옆에는 엄마는 이제 얼어서 돌아가셨고, 그런데 엄마가 옷이 없는 거예요. 그러니까 다리 밑에서 애를 놓고 애기 얼어 죽을까봐 자기 옷을 다 벗어서 감싸줬던 거예요. 그래서 이 선교사님이, 미국 선교사님이 이 아이를 이제 키운 거예요, 자기 아들로. 그리고 아이가 이제 어느 정도 컸을 때 그 엄마 묘지에 데려다 줬어요. 그리고 얘기를 한 거죠. 네가 얼어 죽을까봐 니네 엄마가 옷을 다 벗어서, 자기 옷을 벗어서 너를 이렇게 감싸줬다. 그러니까 이 아들이 이제 커서 간 거죠. 아들이 자기 옷을 하나씩 벗으면서 그 엄마 무덤에 이렇게 덮어주면서, 엄마 이제 따뜻하세요, 따뜻하세요 하고 해줬다는 거예요. So remember the sacrifices that your mom has made. And there are those of you who have gone through, whose moms have gone through much more than what my mom has gone through, I'm sure. And remember, show your appreciation every day, not just on Mother's Day, but, let her know that you are thankful for all the sacrifices that she's made. And some of you might not have that experience where mom sacrificed and loved you all like that. Maybe some of you were given up for adoption. Maybe some of you, your mom's there, but she doesn't fit this typical good mother. But everyone has a story. And maybe under some circumstances, your mom just couldn't do that at the time for you. Or maybe your mom is struggling now. But that doesn't give us, give any of us an excuse to, judge mom or, hate mom. Just because of the fact that she gave you birth, that's enough to thank her. She could have had an abortion, under some circumstance. She could have done that. But she gave birth. And so, you should thank her and honor her and love her. And in the Bible it says, honor your mother and father and you will have long life. Basically, that's what it says. And it's out of the 10 Commandments, it's commandment number 5. And then, if you do that, God will give you long life. So God tells us you have to honor your mother and father. Your mother who gave you birth. For 9 months, women, we carry babies in our stomachs. And you know how hard that is, trying to breathe and trying to eat and the morning sickness? Moms go through a lot. So even though you didn't have the picture perfect mother-child relationship, there's a reason. Your mom was going through something that you fully don't understand, but we all have a story. So open up your hearts and, appreciate her. And some of you that are adopted, you guys are blessed double. You know why? Because you have a birth mother and you have an adoptive mother who loved you and raised you. And having a birth mother, you have no choice whose family to be born into, right? God just blesses women with children. But those of you who were adopted, you know what? You were chosen. So you really have to thank your adoptive mom because she chose to be your mom. So they are special, special people. So So the good qualities of a man, a mom. My emotions are still, okay, so a good mom is a loving mom, is a patient mom, is a forgiving mom, is a boundary setting mom, and it's a good role modeling mom, and a sacrificing mom. Those of you who want children, who have not, had children yet or are planning to have kids, why don't you work on these qualities now so that when God blesses you with a child, you're able to raise that child to be a good human being, and be that role model mom. And you don't need to make mistakes yourselves in order to learn. Learn from other people's mistakes. Okay. So, I would like to end. 51 minutes, record breaking, I'm so glad you stayed, those of you that stayed this long. It's a song. Oh, first I want to read the book of Proverbs. Chapter 31 is a noble woman, like the perfect woman, mom. That's like the ideal. The whole chapter describes an ideal woman. The one that gets up early in the morning. Her hands are always busy working. She's loving her neighbors, caring, and it describes what a perfect woman of God, mother of God does. And I just took 2 verses from the whole chapter. And it says, this is talking about a good woman, good mom. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. And it's Proverbs 31, 28 through 29. 성경 구절인데요. 잠언 31장 28절에서 29절이에요. 좋은 엄마는 이러한 사람이라는 이제 그런 뜻인데, Did I finish the story in Korean? 제가 한국말로 하다가 끊겼는데요. 어쨌든 엄마는 사랑하는 엄마, 인내하는 엄마, 용서하는 엄마, 또 교육을 잘 그냥 무조건 그냥 오냐오냐 하지 않고 제대로 가르치는 엄마, 또 모범된 생활하는 엄마, 그리고 마지막으로는 희생적인 엄마. 이제 여러분들 애 안 낳으신 분들 이런 것들을 지금부터 연습하면서 생각하면서 나중에 하나님이 이제 아이를 갖게 축복을 주시면은 하나님 말씀 따라 잘 키우시기 바라고요. All the mothers out there, grandmothers, mothers, happy Mother's Day. 그리고 이제 마지막 I will play a song for you. I will play a song for you. There will come a day when I will try to sing for you, okay? One day. And this is called Precious Love, the Love of Mother. 이게 찬송가에 있는 찬송가인데요. 어머니의 넓은 사랑. 찬송가 579페이지예요. And it says, Precious love, the love of mother, broad and deep beyond all praise. Precious love, it stirs my spirit, gives me gladness all my days. Mother prayed when I was weeping, made my sorrows all her own, and when I was glad and smiling, sang her praises at the throne. Okay. 언젠가 제가 노래도 같이 하면서 피아노를 쳐드리겠습니다. 지금은 not yet. I will play for you. So, watch tomorrow's video, guys. See what Granny's eating tomorrow. And I will see you again. 끝까지 함께 해주셔서 감사드려요. Thank you to all of you who stayed this long. Shall I fill it up to an hour? If it's too long, stop it, watch it tomorrow, okay? 감사드려요. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Bye.